Today I pick up a cabbage from my garden, and somehow that simple act stayed with me all day. My garden is a quiet place. It's where I go in the mornings. The air feels clean. There's a kind of peace out there that's hard to find everywhere else. I walk there slowly, no rush, just looking, checking the leaves, feeling the soil, noticing the small changes that happen from one day to the next. Most people would walk past and see nothing new, but when you tend to something every day, you start to see everything. Every season in my garden is different. Some seasons feel full and alive, with everything pushing upward and growing fast. Other times, things slow down and you have to learn to wait. You have to trust that something is still happening even when you can't see it. That's one thing the garden has taught me: patience. Not the forced kind, where you just can't wait for something to be over, but the real kind, where you learn to find meaning in the waiting itself. This cabbage is one I have been watching closely for months. I remember the day I put it in the ground, just a tiny little plant. It seemed almost fragile, like a small act of hope pressed into the soil. But I watered it, checked on it, gave it time, and slowly, quietly, it began to grow. Some days it didn't seem like anything was changing at all, but layer by layer it was building itself, steady and sure, in its own time. When I finally picked it up this morning, I felt a deep sense of gratitude, grateful for the months it took, grateful for the early mornings spent checking on it, grateful for the simple act that I got to grow something with my own hands, from a tiny seedling all the way to this full, heavy head of cabbage. There is something special about eating from your own garden that's hard to put into words. It's not just the food itself, it's knowing exactly where it came from, knowing what went into it. No extras, no shortcuts, just soil and water and time and care. It tastes different when you grow yourself and is so much crunchy. But what I've noticed about this cabbage is that it had split open. At first, I wasn't sure what had happened. Then I understood towards the end. It had taken in a lot of water and grew very quickly, expanding from the inside out, faster than the outer leaves could keep it up. It was ready, maybe even a little past ready, and I just kept growing anyway. It couldn't help itself. It wasn't a perfect cabbage, but it was alive, and it had grown as fully as it possibly could. I brought it inside and began to make lunch. I sliced the cabbage thin, taking my time with it, hearing it crunch was so satisfying. I warmed a little oil and added garlic and onions, letting them cook slowly until they were soft. Then added tomatoes and jalapeno peppers. The cabbage went in last, and I let it all cook together slowly, the flavors blending and setting into something tender, simple, and good. The kitchen smelled wonderful, warm and familiar, like something my mom used to make. I sat down to eat it, and it was nothing fancy, just a warm plate of vegetables, grown and cooked with care. But it felt like exactly the right meal for the day. As I ate it, I thought about the whole journey of the cabbage, The small ceiling, the quiet months of growth, the split, the harvest, and now this plate in front of me. It struck me how much of life works the same way. Things take longer than you expected. Progress is often invisible, and sometimes, just when something is ready, it surprises you. I felt grateful sitting there, grateful for the garden, for the quiet mornings, for the patience I've slowly learned, and for this meal that came from my own hands and my own small piece of earth. This cabbage wasn't perfect. It had a split wide open before I even got to it, but it was full and ready and more than enough.
Action. Well, what is this, Marie?
This is cabbage.
Fresh cabbage. Yes.
Organic.
Oh.
With tomatoes, onions, and jalapeno peppers.
No
It's
pesticides?
delicious. Nope. Delicious. Okay. Just need my tortillas.
If you're still here, don't forget to subscribe, click like, or share with a friend so we can keep growing together. And thank you so much for being part of my journey.